no matter the matter, whatever comes our way, we always, survive in it. When Koro came, everybody thought that maybe we'll never be able to come out of it and all that, but still we gave through. So Tinubu economy is, is it school I'll call it, because it really hasn't been easy for people, and most of us are really learned a lot. Those people that voted him into power, now they are seeing the results. So now they should not complain that this one is high and Gary Otidole, it has gone up, it has gone down. They should not complain, because they were the one, everybody was shouting Tinubu, they should vote him into power. Now he has entered and he's showing them his true colors. So nobody should complain. Hello viewers, welcome to another episode with 30 minutes with non-experts, where we bring you captivating stories, trending updates, and relatable stories that you always like. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Taken from the blog nationaltribune.ng, the headline reads, DSS arrests 2 dismissed officer for impersonation and fraud. Over to you.
This we always see people, especially officers, I'll say, not mentioning any armed forces specifically, but we do see most of the officers impersonating things that they're not supposed to do. We see them on the road, we see them at junctions trying to extort money from people and all that. So these duties, I believe, are not the duties that are given to them. I believe one of the primary roles of the armed forces that we have in Nigeria are to safeguard the citizens and as well to bring order in every way they can. But we see most of them doing things that they shouldn't do, asking for bribe and all that. We see videos of them on social media, a lot of videos. So depending on this case, the Department of State Service, I guess, states that, I'm reading from the blog, the Department of State Services, DSS, has confirmed 2 arrests of dismissed officers, Barry Donald and Victor Onyedikachi Godwin. They were accused of impersonating the services and defrauding on suspecting Nigerians. So this is, I think they've been dismissed earlier on misconduct, and they were still impersonating as officers. They were still in the forces, extorting money from officers in a way that was not disclosed. We don't know how they went by their operation, I'll put it that way. So this issue, I believe the best they can do is to declare them on the which they've done and find ways to apprehend them and bring them to book, because there's nothing else I can say. We've always been, even social media has been able to correct this, but it has not been able to correct anything yet. People will still go as far as videoing officers harassing them, post it on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and so on. And even these officers will keep doing the same thing. I myself have been a witness of such multiple times. These days now, as a guy, you have to be careful of the kind of things you wear. You have to be careful of the way you dress in public, because even just dressing smart and neat can get you harassed.
Yes, they will think you are okay.
Obviously, they think they are doing fraud and all about that. So it's really a very, very concerning issue. I would say I like the approach of DSS, because to me, I feel there's something hard enough they should do to these people. Even after apprehending them, I believe, maybe I don't know if it's just me, I believe there's a level of sanity they should inculcate in these people. Not just dismissing them or putting them in jail. Maybe there's something, I don't think there's any punishment that can be done for them to really know that these things they're doing is not making sense. Yes, months back, I would say months back, we had some incidents about some custom officers that seized some goods at some locations that I won't disclose in Nigeria. I believe it's best that way. So this, they seized some goods, and I think later on we were made to understand that those goods that they seized were not, they didn't seize them because those things were illegal, just because they asked for a bribe, and the owner of this goods says he was not going to give them anything. So in other words, they found a way to say it was illegal. They will always do these things, and you can't hold them to good by it, because there's this saying that you can nobody above the law. So once they tell you, I don't know if you've ever experienced a police officer harassing you, when tells you, "Pa, there's nothing you if you try to be, we're not sure.
I've actually seen a scene like that by the movie. They were trying to extract money from the man. Then because of the way the man dressed, like a rich man that he is anyway. So they were not asking like for his papers or like documents of his car. Yeah, your plate number. Yeah, it has expired. So the man was not trying to tell them, no, he just renewed this thing. So he was not trying to find the document. Unfortunately, he was not with the document. Then he left it at home. So
This thing happens.
so he had to pay for it. He had to pay in order for them not to take him to the station. So
I'm not talking that. The moment he goes to station.
in Nigeria, now, money and bribery and corruption
It's not true.
is normal thing.
It's a normal thing.
So it was money he used to settle that if not, they were taken to the station. I think what they are doing is not really, it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't. They should abide by the law and follow the law. So that's one thing. Moving on to the next blog, obongenews.com. The headline reads, Police don't arrest 2 car thieves, recover stolen Toyota Corolla for Kano.
This news, I actually saw it last night. That was on my page Thursday, and it's really caught my attention. Why? Because it's looking like it's stealing things now is rampant everywhere. That's what made it majorly caught my attention. These things happen in Lagos, they happen in Abuja. It's 2 places I know it's very, very common. Now in Kano, it's shocking to me. I believe the 2 names were registered in the blog. That's Brother Michael and Mohammed. They were 39 and 21 years respectively. They've been apprehended in Kano State for stealing Toyota Corolla, the car. How would I say this? It's just like, okay, let me make it this way. We are actually saying these people are doing the wrong thing by stealing. Nobody will approve stealing. Nobody will approve them hijacking a car just to go and sell and for whatever purpose they want to use it for. Concerning this case, it has been although it has been brought to notice that there have been some certain people that have been terrorizing Kano State. Besides that, they've been terrorizing motor dealers in Kano State, missing cars, missing motor parts and likes like that. So I believe they've been able to arrest or bring to book the culprits or the suspects that they think have been doing this thing for a while. And according to reports, they confessed. It was not as if maybe they caught them in the act or something. They confessed that they actually took or they stole the car. I think they do that Camry, right? So there's nothing you go, or there's this saying that says there's nothing you know that is wrong. There's nothing you can do that you won't get caught for. So this is just their time. I just believe this is their time to get caught. They've been doing this thing since I believe, because according to reports from the blog and other credible sources, they've been terrorizing Kano State, especially motor parts and motor dealers. They've been terrorizing them. So it's that their time is up. Let me put it that way.
We are according to waiting police talk for this matter. They thought say they will charge them no costs because of car that they already recovered. That's not enough to charge them to court. Now maybe highest put them in station, like put them in police station maybe for 6 months, maybe hard labor and all that, just for them to.
So you're feeling it's not enough offense
yes,
for them to charge to court and send them to prison?
Yes, it's not enough.
Stealing is not enough. Are you sure?
But isn't that to not sentence somebody like lying in prison?
It might not be. We don't know what sentence they will be given yet. But according to stealing, there's a constitution where we have a constitution and there are laws for these things. I believe nothing should go unpunished. Like I said earlier about the DSS case, anybody that is caught under any form of crime should be seriously dealt with, because it's an example for others not to do it again. That's what they were saying.
I didn't even know that all those coastal and all these kind of things is even occurring, because I see them, one as farmers, 2 they are known for all these Boko Haram and all that. I didn't even know that they used to go do all this kind of thing. Even to the extent of stealing a car that won millions of naira. Wow. on to the next blog, themorningguys.ng. The headline reads Tinubu's economy reforms bearing fruit as inflation slows, Bwala declares.
In recent statements, sorry to interrupt you, political analyst and lawyer Bwala has stated that everybody has always been on high hopes, waiting for the day that this inflation in Nigeria will decrease, so we can get back to normality, which I feel has a 70% possible chance. I don't think we can ever go back to normality in Nigeria where we get things to work by the important. I believe because we are meant to know how to get used to things as being our trend. So I believe even this new lifestyle is gotten used to how things are getting expensive day by day. But this political analyst here has brought some notice. I'll read from the book. Okay, so he Bola remarked saying, he noted saying that Tinubu's economic reforms are beginning to yield positive results. The data coming now suggests that some of the top decisions taken earlier are playing off. We are witnessing a slowdown in. He noted that the inflationary pressures are getting reduced, so which means we should experience reduction in prices of things very soon. We hope so, because we have always been hoping for ever since maybe 2016 and carried before. So we started having inflation right from the late tendency Mohamed Buhari. So we hope that's the only word I can use. It hasn't been fair enough this year and last year at all, since Tinubu has been making that fair for our commodities and all. So I don't know, this economy has been something worth writing a story about, right?
Well, I would say Nigeria is a strong country.
Always true.
No matter whatever comes our way, we always, survive. When Koro came, everybody thought that maybe we will never be able to come out of it and all that, but still we came through. So Tinubu economy is, is it school I'll call it, because it really hasn't been easy for people, and most of us have really learned a lot. Those people that voted him into power, now they are seeing the results. So now they should not complain that this one is high, Gary Otilole, it has gone up, it has gone down. They should not complain, because they were the one, everybody were shouting, Tinubu, Tinubu, they should vote him into power. Now he has entered and he's showing them his true colors. So nobody should complain.
Do you really feel our votes are counting for this presidential selection? I believe they enter by their will. I don't really believe our votes. To me, I don't really believe we vote them in.
Yes, these people that still vote. The thing is that they buy, how would I put it? They buy people voting power. They buy it. Just like now, they come now to this state, let's say for instance, this Lagos state, they come, say, okay, or there's this thing they call electoral commission, whatever. They will gather the youths of that community, they will ask them for people that are ready up to the age of voting. I think in Nigeria, at the age of 18, you'll be able to vote.
Eligible to vote, yes.
So they will bribe them. So that's why in our country, bribery and corruption is a normal thing for them. So they will bribe them, So those people already, let's say now you have, you need a total of maybe 200 votes, for instance. And why you have a legal use money and buy like 100 or 150? What's the way? Is it now 50 people that will not vote for you? By the time those other people that maybe they did not buy, they come, they want to vote. The vote this account will surpass what you need. So already they already went behind the car and go and make some, to So before they will now come to the normal physical listing, then people will now vote naturally. So before you know it, they are getting to power. So where is it? Although we know we will survive in this country.
Always.
Our one is that God should be providing for us, no matter the matter, we'll see food and job. Moving on to the next blog. Businessvanguard.in. The headline reads, rising palm oil prices poised to lead Fresco and Okumu oil profit in Q3.
Nigerian leading palm oil producers are Fresco PLC and Okumu Oil Palm Company have been able to project a stronger third quarter ending as global palm oil price continues their upward rally. Um, I believe right now we have low commodities that, or okay, let me say we still have a lot of commodities that the outside world or the Western world um, needs from Africa as a whole. I won't say Nigeria because I'll say Africa because a lot of things as well other African countries produce. And this is due to the fact that the weather, the condition of the weather in our country or in Africa enables us to have harvest of some crops. For example, like cocoa, palm oil, and so on and so forth. So palm oil right now, the global market scale has been, the prices have been going up. So it's a good time for everybody to make good investments as well as make good cash from palm oil right now. So these companies is where our targets are focused is on. Want to invest is fine. But on Presco PLC and Okumo Palm Oil Company, this third quarter of the year has been a good one for them. I would say they're very happy right now by making excess or enormous profits. So market analysts are saying the price are developing, the price surge are driven by supply shortage in key producing countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, coupled with the rising global food demand. These things are also affecting the price of palm oil significantly. Now, before the price of the commodity can go up, my little idea in economics, I believe there is either scarcity of that product or the product, it's scarcity, the products are being ordered, it's still scarcity. So that's one major factor that makes prices of commodities to increase.
Moving on to the next blog, roomofmusic.com. The headline reads, Zlatan mocked over symbol of hope post. Over to you.
I believe we all know Zlatan, the Nigerian artist. This is new album, Symbol of Hope, that was released of recent. I think it's a natural thing to have haters in life, and as a progressive musician, I would say Zlatan is a progressive musician. He has been coming up the ranks. It hasn't been easy. People always want to castigate you for things you do, because I see no reason why we are here bitching and moaning over his picture for the album cover. I think most of the people that are going to criticize this album cover have not even listened to the music in there. And he featured likes of Davido and so many other artists in that album. So that's just the way things are. That's just the way life is in general. People always want to bring you down, criticize you, and that's what makes you a perfect individual. Sometimes criticism makes you a perfect individual. I won't want to relate it to other sports like football and all. What makes Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi great today is because of the comparison between both of them. The constant criticism that was done between both of them has made them to be where they are today. Same goes for Wizkid and Davido. 30BG fans are the ones that are helping Wizkid's career in a way. If they don't castigate his music, if there's a way we can actually check these streaming platforms, we can actually see that most of the people that are streaming Wizkid songs are Davido's fans. Most of the people that are streaming Davido's songs are Wizkid fans, just to make sure that they can pick a criticism from their music. Do you get? So that's just the way it is. So, but people, a lot of people have been able to. Sorry to digress. Someone said something earlier on Twitter, on Instagram. I watched the video way back, and he was having talking to these internet people who just come out to say things that they don't even know or they don't even understand. So not because you have the opportunity to buy data doesn't mean you just come out and say things that doesn't make any sense. There is a container and there's a content. Fine. The quality of how that container looks is what's going to make me attracted to what I want to take inside. That's why we have drinks that use plastic and transparent plastic for their drinks, so you can see what is inside. Imagine you buy a Fanta and Fanta doesn't have, you can't know what color is there in the Fanta now. I believe you'll be scared to buy it because you know from day one that Fanta is orange. I know from day one that we can see through the plastic, tell us that it's orange. It is orange drink and it's orange. So if you're having it covered now, we can't see through it, and the other day I buy it now, I point out since it's red, there's a problem. So let me bring that to what I'm saying. in anything called production, be it movie, be it music, be it goods and services, what you use as your label matters a lot. Yes, but sometimes we worry too much on how the packaging is, and we less concentrate on what is inside that packaging. Okay, and because some people feel, yeah, I'm buying something that is packaged nicely. It might not be nice most times. Most times, this roadside akara, we know how they taste. Roadside boli, they are very. But if someone comes and packaging boli, it might not taste as well as that woman in that junction do it. So the same goes for this music aspect now. We've not taken time to even listen to the music. So why are we just castigating the cover, saying it looks like mug shots? I saw a lot of stupid comments on Twitter. I know Twitter is not a safe space for anyone. So that's just what I can say about that topic.
I was talking about the artist and I heard this music example, that's how I even got to know about it. But talking about this trending album that is yet to be released, I actually haven't seen the Twitter post, but I feel that Nigerians are always fast to criticize someone without even knowing the outcome. You're already saying things that doesn't really make sense, even making people feel that this song says this one wrong. Now we just say to listen to it. Making bad influence about someone's career and all that. Because the way they are making this thing now seems like it's now maybe some of the guy followers now maybe they can follow him. You say that what this one even post on rubbish, and people are now giving back bad comments about his album that is yet to be released. But in all, if I was him, and I know you should do so also, it doesn't matter what people say about you or what they think about you.
You understand?
You just have to keep doing what you feel is right. Do your best and leave the rest. So I think you should just keep doing what he knows is right, that he knows how to do best. After all, his music example was a hit, so probably this one also is going to be a hit because he's really a good artist and he have even sang with top artists.
He's also very good
so
artist.
he shouldn't even be looking at people's comments because normal people will always talk.
I believe he's not. I believe he's not because he has not even responded to any of this.
So
I know
you already know he's used
to
it. It's social media. That is what it's meant for. People must engage.
Yeah.
They must talk. Good, you will see good comment, you see bad one. So that is it. So you just have to keep doing what you know how to do best and move on. That's it. Moving on to the next blog, ccSoup.com. The headline reads, "How to cook soup without too much oil." Soup are one of the healthiest meals, in Nigeria, because Nigerians are one of the countries that eat African meals a lot. So, but when soup are being prepared with too much oil, it makes it look somehow soggy. The soup will not be interesting for you to eat it.
But I personally, I love enough oil in soup. Take for example egusi soup.
Okay.
I love egusi soup when there's enough oil, not too much, but enough oil. I don't like going there was a particular time I went to eat at the restaurant and the egusi was white, like I felt really off. The oil was just very mild. I think maybe she or they felt. I don't know who put it.
No, sometimes the reason that causes that is the oil is not original oil. The oil, you see, maybe the oil is not good. That's why you see that if you cook soup, you will see that the egusi is separate, the oil is separate.
Yeah, things like
so
that.
The ingredients are supposed to merge together, to form that flavor that you need. Egusi has one flavor that it gives. You can't compare the flavor of egusi soup to okra soup. So that's why it's the oil that is the problem. So that's why you see most people, they do search for good oil. For you to know, you have to taste the oil. People that know about it, when you taste the oil, they know that this one is for real oil. When you taste a bad oil, you know that there's one taste it gives that is off. So That's the reason for that. So talking about that too much oil, it's not really good to add too much oil to your soup. They say it's to cause is this stroke or what when the oil is too much in your body. So well, for people that are young, we are the one that need oil, but in our intake of oil we should also be careful on how we take it. For people that are advanced like adults, some of them self they don't even use oil and cook. While some, if they want to even add, just a drop or maybe 2 teaspoons, because their body system doesn't need that.
Exactly. For me, as with me, I feel even nevertheless, oil in soups or in food is still very important. Be it palm oil, be it vegetable, be it soya oil, or coconut oil, whatever kind. It's still very important because that is one healthcare benefit as well. That it works for. But I think nevertheless, nothing should be too much. Be it oil, be it salt, as far as cooking is concerned, as far as life is concerned in general, nothing should be too much. It should be on the modest level.
So viewers, lastly on our list, the blog sunnews.ng, the headline read, Tears as late Arise TV anchor Somtochukwu Maduabu begins final journey in Port.
Yeah, without having much to say on this, we saw how she was able to always give us news and joy watching all her TV programs on Arise TV. So we just say we are so rest in perfect peace and condolences to her family, friends, and everyone born.
So viewers, we've come to the end of 30 minutes with non-expert. Do us a favor by liking, subscribing to our YouTube channel. See you in the next video.